Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back. So, for those that are new to the channel, I'm Matthew, and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. So today we're going to do a video for Brawl. It's going to be one of my first things. So I've been playing a long time. For those that don't know me, paper, I'd say I've been playing nearly 25 years. I mean, to say the things that I'm enjoying are playing different formats. And you say this is going to be one of the first times I've played Brawl. I think I played it initially when I started playing the game, but I didn't play it that much. Anyway, so we're going to go into my Muxus Goblin deck. Anyway, I promised this video a while ago, and it took me a while to get the wild cards. Well, actually, it's not that long ago. And there's don't know, I've been playing goblins for a long time. I've been playing goblins since dating back to I'm mostly a paper player, to be honest. I mean, see, I've been playing goblins for a long time. And you say, those that don't know, so this is going to be the 100th video I've done. So this is going to be a sort of a celebration. And you say, goblins is one of my favorite tribes in Magic, anyway. Alright, so we're going to go into the Muxus deck. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the cards and the card selection. And those are new to the channel, please like, comment and subscribe. And we're going to basically show you the deck. We're going to explain a little about the card choices. I mean, then we're going to show you some gameplay. Right, so the first thing is, those that haven't watched my other videos, watch my other. So I did a video on goblins for historic as well, and this also featured Muxus, which is going to be the thing. So basically, I'm a commander player. I play commander unlimited mostly. I did play constructed on arena. Anyway, so this is going to be so for those who don't know Brawl, it's going to be very similar to commander, because all your cards are basically there. You can play basically, it's the same deck size as Commander. You've got 99 cards, and the Commander for 100 card total. And you basically, it's like one-on-one Commander. There's a couple of exceptions, and I'll explain those as we go along. The cards, obviously, legality of the cards are one thing. The other thing is as in your commander, effectively, or whatever you want to call it, is general in this. I'm not sure what the term is. I'll call it commander anyway, as to say. So you have the commander, and it can be a planeswalker as well in this game. So you can have people that pick a planeswalker to have the choice of in their command zone. And it's basically the same for those that don't know. So the single cost of the card you play that is the normal card for those that haven't played Commander. And then each time it dies, it gains two colorless extra to play at additional times. So Muxus the first time costs you 6, and then next time it costs you 8. So 6 colorless and double red. Right, so Muxus is the linchpin of the deck. He's 4 red and red for 4/4. When he enters, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put all goblins with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. When he attacks, he gets +1/+1 for each other goblin you control. He's really good. I'll explain some other choices that you could play as the commander in the goblin deck. I mean, you say we're trying to make. This is mainly a Goblin tribal deck. We're trying to make it the best Goblin tribal deck. There's a couple of exceptions, and there's spells that are obviously non-Goblins, but like we're trying to make it as good as we can. Okay, so you've got one of the best accelerators, and you say you can use a mythic. You can use your wild cards on it to get it. I recommend using the wild cards as and when you can. So unless you get lucky and open it. Anyways, Chrome Mox. It's one of the best mana rocks. It's basically like an old school Mox. The difference is it costs you a card. So you basically have to imprint, which means you remove a non-artifact, non-land card from your hand onto it. And you basically, it will tap for mana of the exile card colors, so the red. And it's basically one of your best early things you can do on turn 1 is play this into another mana rock. Right, and it's good in another thing, though. I'll explain the other cards. We've got Artillery Enthusiast, so this is a 1/2. This may take a while because they're all one-offs, but they're worth explaining because this one isn't very well known. It's exclusive, it's a Alchemy card, is you see by the little A. It's from Alchemy 22, so it's modified creatures you control a menace, which means they can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. When this creature enters, you can discard a card. If you do, seek a card with mana value equal to the card's mana value. So you discard, say, a 3 converted cost, you get another 3 casting cost thing in play. So you can try and, if you know the deck, you can dig for various things you want. Bastronaut, it's, for me, for Revolt, it's just a nice one casting cost thing with menace. It's got the start your engine mechanic, which means if you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases on 1 of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. It has 2. This creature gets +1/+0, and the max speed is the creature has double strike. Cacophony Scamp, that's he's playing non-goblin decks. It's just a good thing. It's a 1/1 for 1. but if, when the creature deals combat damage to play, you may sack it to proliferate, which means you can put counters on things that have counters on it. And there are some counter synergies in the deck, and it's when it dies, it deals damage to its power to any target, and you have lots of buff effects. And we've got Foundry Street Denizen, another good one. If you haven't seen this before, it's a 1/1 for 1. It's whenever another red creature control enters, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. We've got Gleeful Demolition, which is basically artifact destruction. It's basically a sorcery casting cost 1, but if you control it's destroy target artifact, and if you control the artifact, you make 3 Phyrexian Goblin tokens. So you can sometimes do it on your own. It's more common to do it on your opponents. Then you've got Goblin Banneret. Here's Mentor. There's going to be quite a lot of mechanics in this. Okay, we'll try and go through it. Right, so it's a 1/1 for 1. It has Mentor. And Mentor means whenever... It's a Boris mechanic from the Boris Legion. As you can see, you've got the fist symbol, which is the Boris Legion symbol. It's whenever the creature attacks, put a +1/+1 on target attacking creature with lesser power. Right, we've got Goblin Bushwhacker. It's a 1/1 for 1. But it's got kick of red, and it's a way to give your creatures haste for an additional red, so it costs you 1 and a red. Then we've got Goblin Motivator, a 1/1 for 1. It taps to give target creature haste. Haste is quite key, and it's also a red mechanic. 1/1 for 1 again with Legion Loyalist. I've played most of these cards. I played this guy in like standard of the thing, from what I remember. Sorry, I clicked off it. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this. It's when this battalion is the Boris Legion mechanic. Whenever the creature and at least 2 other creatures attacks, creatures you control gain first strike and trample until end turn can't be blocked by creature tokens. You've got the Lightning Bolt. I think it's better in 1/1 formats. I don't think it's... I wouldn't play this in my commander deck for sure, but like it's the classic 3 damage any target. And you've got the best one casting cost... Well, he's one of the best creatures in the game. You've got Ragavan. He's not a goblin, unfortunately. He'd be better in this deck if he was a goblin, but he's a monkey pirate. Anyway, he's a 2/1 for 1. He's whenever he deals combat damage to player, create a treasure token, exile top card of your library. Hope the pop-up keep coming up. Sorry about that. I don't think you get to see it anyway. I don't think will pop up. Right, so it creates a treasure token exile top card of the player's library. Enter me cast a card. It has dash, which means you can pay the dash cost, and it will return to your hand for the at the end of turn. And there's an achievement for playing. I think it's 7 legendary permanents in a game, so we get that. Reckless Lackey. It's another treasure generator. It's a 1/2. It's a pirate as well, and it also has first strike and haste. 2 red, sack, draw a card, create a treasure. Skirt Prospector, as I mentioned, this is one of the best goblins. It gives you explosive starts, and it's more likely to get you to an early Muxus. It basically turns all your goblins into Lotus Petals, which are sack a goblin, add red to your pool. Spikefield Hazard, so that's basically 1 damage any target, but it's a land as well. You've got a Braid, 3 damage target creature or destroy target artifact at instant speed. Battlecry Goblin, it's a 2/2 for 1 and a red. Is basically 1 and red to pump all your goblins by +1/+0, and it also gives them haste. It has pack tactics. When the creature attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater than combat, create a 1/1 red creature token that's tapped and attacking. I mean, you say now is a good time to mention. I will be putting a link to the deck under the video description, so you can see all the cards. So if you need to pause on the video or see something in a bit more detail, I'll do a deck list. Anyway. This is Conspicuous Snoop. He's also in my other Goblin decks. I've got a Goblin Commander deck as well, which is Wart, the black-red Wart. I'll do a video on that at some point, but I haven't yet to do it. Anyways, he's a red-red for 2/2. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast goblins from the top of your library. As long as it's the top card of your library is a goblin, it has all activated abilities. You've got Engineer, so there's quite a few cards from the Revolt thing. Alright, so it's 2/2. It's got Exhaust, which means red tap other creatures you control again haste, put a +1 count on this creature. Exhaust 3 and a red, create 4/4 red dinosaur dragon token with flying. I don't actually think I've got to the dragon ever yet. I've played nearly 140 games. We might get to 150 soon. Alright, got Goblin Creator, make it 2/2 for red. It has an ability, sack the creature. Choose 1. Deal 2 damage target creature, so it's like a shock, or destroy target colourless non-land permanent. So that's quite good to get, but take out like mana rocks and things like that. You've got Goblin Instigator, 1 and a red for 2 1/1s basically. You've got Goblin Morale Sergeant. So this is another alchemy card from Alchemy 23. Do people enjoy playing these alchemy cards in the thing, or what, should they be legal in this format? And so I wouldn't worry about it. Alright, so this one is 1 and a red. There are a few alchemy cards in the deck. It has 2/1. It has haste, but it has enlist. So as enlist is as the creature attacks, I mean tap a non-attacking creature without summoning sickness. Add its power to the creature until the end of turn. When this enlists a non-token, you may conjure a duplicate of the creature into the top 5 cards of your library. At random, this duplicate perpetually gets +1/+0 in haste. And those that play other games, this is fairly similar to making new copies of various things, which couldn't be done in a paper game, into libraries. It's quite a common digital mechanic. It's also in Hearthstone and things like that. Alright, so now we've got Goro. There's quite a few of the cards are quite recent. So this is also in my Goblin deck in paper. So he's 1 and a red for a 2/2. It has red. He's a legendary creature. He's a Goblin Samurai. I can't imagine Goblins being a Samurai particularly. They're not really honourable. But there we go. Creatures you control gain haste until the end of turn for red, and it's 3 and red. Create a 5/5 red dragon spirit with flying. Activate only if you control an attacking modified creature. Right, so then we've got a spell. It's just 4 damage target creature or planeswalker, but it's got like, if the excess damage were dealt, note the excess damage, and you get a 1-time boon with when you cast a creature spell. It perpetually gets +1/+0, basically where X is the noted number. Then they've got Moira's Marauder. It's a good kind of card advantage thing. It's from Lord of the Rings. It's red for 1/1 double strike. It's when a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to player X or the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. I don't think personally there are quite enough orcs in the game for a decent orc deck, but like we could be wrong. Anyway, Rinvat Hordemaster, we've seen this guy before. He's just a 1 red for a goblin. It's other goblins you control +1/+1 when any creature or another goblin you control dies. Exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin creature, you may cast that card until the end of the turn. See a slice of goblin, 2/1 and a red with raid, which means at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 goblin. Wily Goblin, when he enters, create a treasure token on a 1/1. Then you've got Mana Rocks, you've got Arcane Signet. No need to explain it. Metallic Mimic. So this is I've had this in my various commander decks as well. So as this creature enters, choose a creature type. Creature's chosen type in addition to its other types, and each creature controller of the chosen type enters with +1/+1 counter. You've got Ruby Medallion, which is another good mana accelerator, so it's basically doesn't tap for mana, though, unlike some of the Mana Rocks, which are better, but it makes your red spells cost 1 less to cast. You've got Dropkick Bomber, another Lord. It's on a 2/3, but this one can give your things evasion, because it's until the end of the turn. You can basically pick things up and give them flying, but when they deal combat damage, they sacrifice it, so it's good at getting a lot of your things through. You've got Fable the Mirror Breaker, just the best saga in general. It's played in nearly everything where it's legal. It's splashing red in some places and things. I mean, the sagas on the first turning red for its creator. It's the only time I've played the god actually as well. I don't think I own one in paper actually. No, I don't own a Fable the Mirror Breaker. So it's 1 created 2/2 red Goblin Shaman creature when the token attacks, create a treasure token. Basically, they start out on step 1, and basically, it enters, and after the draw step, you add a counter, so it ticks down, and basically when it goes, they basically goes to like it transforms basically. Right, so the step 2 is you may discard up to 2 cards. If you do draw that many cards, freeze exile the saga, and it comes back as a 2/2. So it's basically reflection. It's basically a Kiki Jiki. So it's basically 1 and a tap, creates a target token that's a copy of a non-legendary creature control, except it has haste and sack at the beginning of the end step. Then we've got a general cry. I need one of these for my paper goblin deck actually. So it's 2 and a red for a 2/2. It's a legendary creature. So you could also play this as the commander, and I have seen people play this as the commander. I don't think it's bad, but I don't feel it's either as good as this or I think it's worse than this, or worse than Krenko. I think Krenko's the most popular. I think mine is in the middle somewhere. I think this is the least popular of the legendary goblins, but it's another alternative. Or if you don't have the Muxus, for instance. So it's really good. It's 2 and a red for a 2/2. It's whenever 1 or more goblins you control attack, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. So it basically can double your power effectively, but it's got more on it. It's whenever a creature you control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, so it's got impact tremors built in effectively. Then you've got Goblin Chainwhirler. I remember playing this in standard when it was legal. The only drawback on this one is the triple red in the casting cost, but you're playing mono red. But you can get some clunky draws where you can't quite get to the mana thing because there are quite a few colour sources. Anyway, it's a 3/3 first striker. When it enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. It's good against tokens for like the elf deck and various other things. Just good. The Goblin Chieftain, not worth to explain it. Matron, who's a Goblin Tutor. I'll try and go through this as quickly as possible. There's quite a few cards to get through. We've got Goblin Rabble Master, it's 2/2 for 2. It's basically it's other Goblin creatures can control attack each combat if able, so that can be a drawback. But you have to know when to play it, when not to play it. At the beginning of the combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin with haste. Whenever the creature attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each other attacking goblin. You've got Goblin Rune Blast. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got Goblin Rune. I was confused with Rabble Master and Rune Blaster. They've got the ring to it. No, this is Rune Blaster. This is a forgotten one. It's from the one of the Zendikar sets. 2 and a red for 2/2 with 2/1 with haste. That's not amazing value, but it's got kick a red on it. When it enters, if it was kicked, destroy target non-basic land. Good against getting rid of like various different things. You've got Goblin War Chief. Accelerates your goblins. One of the best ones in it because it reduces the casting cost of them by 1 colours. You've got House Guard Heavy. This is one of the more recent things. So it's a 2/3 for 2 and a red. And it's got the start your engines mechanic. It gives other goblins you control haste. It's the beginning of combat, make a 1/1 red goblin creature token, so it's similar to the Rabble Master it's similar to the Rabble Master in that way, but it's got more to it. And it's got max speed tap, add red for each goblin you control, so that can get you lots of mana, and more likely to be able to crank out Muxus. This is Krenko, small Krenko, so this is the King Street Kingpin, so 2 and a red for a 1/2. So when you attack, put a 1/1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red goblins equal to Krenko's power. Then we've got Legion Warboss, another 2/2 with makes goblins in combat. The goblin gains haste and attacks if able. It's got Mentor on it. Then we've got Odd Pashlet Mons, so this is another good goblin. It's in a I believe it's Modern Horizons. So it's a 2/2 for 2 and a red. It's when it or another goblin you control dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. But it has a 3 and a red, sack a goblin, create 2 1/1 red goblins. You've got Squee, the 2/2 for 2 and a red. It's whenever he has haste as well. Whenever he attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. You may cast this card from your graveyard by paying 3 and a red and exiling 4 other cards from your graveyard rather than paying the mana cost. Right, you've got the mana rock, so you've got Heraldic Banner. So this is it's free casting cost. Taps a mana of chosen colour. Any creatures you control of chosen colour +1/+0. Herald's Horn, so you reduces the casting cost of your chosen creatures by 1 colourless, and it's got card advantage built in sort of. So it's at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of a chosen type, you reveal it and put it into your hand. So you basically draw additional card. Patchwork Banner, just good again. It's a chosen creature type. Creatures of chosen type +1/+1. Taps mana any colour. Beetleback Chieftain makes a 2/2 body and it makes 2 1/1s with it. Big score. It's like mana acceleration and card draw in red. So it's 3 and a red to cast, discard a card, draw 2 cards, create 2 treasure tokens. More gets to a early Muxus. Got Chandra, Torch of Defiance, 2 and a red or Big Chandra. So I've got a Chandra Planeswalker deck for Commander as well, so this is also in that deck, and I've played it in many things. I think it's one of the best Chandras. I mean, it's Big Chandra, so it's +1 exile top card. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra 2 damage to each opponent, so it's good. So it gives you the options to play the card or deal just direct damage to your opponent's dome. It's got +1, give you double red, so it's on mana excel. Got -3, deal 4 damage to target creature, and its last thing is the ultimate, so it's -7 is you get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, this deals 5 damage to any target. I just did that in a game I just played before going into this video, and that got me the achievement because you get an achievement for taking, I think, 7 loyalty off a Planeswalker. So this, you've got Goblin Influx Array, which is a 3 and a red casting cost, and it's an enchantment. So then it means you get Goblin spells cost red less to cast. And at the beginning of your end step, you conjure a random card from the array's spellbook into your hand. There's a variety of things you can generate. I won't go into them, it would take too long. But they're mainly things. We might see how it goes in the actual game. Goblin Ringleader, 3 and a red for a 2/2 with haste. When it enters the top 4 cards of your library and put all goblins revealed into the hand, rest on the bottom of the library. You've got Krenko, or Big, the original Krenko. Well, this isn't the original printing, but this is the one we've got. It's in the deck anyway. So you've got Krenko. For those who don't know, Krenko is 2 and a red for a 3/3, and it taps to create XX11 red goblin creature tokens where X is the number of goblins you control. And if you do this with haste and you have a buff kind of effect, you're normally winning. This is also a good choice for the commander as well. We've got Volley Veteran, which is a forgotten card from M19. It's okay. I don't play it in my actual Goblin deck. I don't think it's quite good enough. But we've got different options, and this is definitely is. Also, those that say I didn't make this deck list, I copied it from Untapped. But I know I've played enough Goblins in my career to know what the choices of Goblins are. I've played everything in Standard. I've played them in what was extended at the time. I played them up to I played Food Chain Goblins in Vintage at one point. I've played them in Legacy and stuff like that. Anyway, it's whenever he enters, he's a 4/2 and he deals damage to target creature and opponent controls each number of goblins you control. Key to the Archive. So this is another one of the alchemy cards. So this one enters tapped. When he enters, draft a card from Key to the Archive spellbook and discard a card. So this gives you access to loads of cards like Time Warp Effect, Approach of the Second Sun, Demonic Tutor and stuff. The drawback is it enters tapped. You have to discard a card, normally have to use the mana from this to cast it because they're normally outside your colours. You can get bolts and stuff in your colours though. Anyway, it's an interesting card. Roaming Throne, the 4/4 basically doubles. You pick a creature type. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of a chosen type triggers an additional time, so it's worth bearing in mind with Muxus. So this is one of the non-goblins in the deck. It's basically like a removal spell. It's Fury, so 3 red for a 3/3 with double strike. When it enters, it deals 4 damage divided as any amount of target creatures and/or planeswalkers. Or you can invoke it, which means you can cast it for the thing, which means it will be sacrificed when it enters the battlefield, but you still get the ETB trigger by exiling a red card. It's more or less free removal. Right, we've got Siege Gang Commander. That's one of my favourite goblins. It will make my top 5 favourite goblins. I don't think I prefer this artwork on it though. I prefer the original one, but there we go. So it's like a goblin army. It's 3 red for a 2/2. When it enters, you make 3/1/1 red goblin creature tokens. 1 and a red, sack a goblin, 2 damage to any target. I mean, I remember basically playing this in like extended at the time. Basically, the best draw you could get was like Mountain Goblin Lackey. Basically, if the Goblin Lackey was a 1/1 for 1, and basically if it dealt combat damage to a player, it will put a goblin from your hand into play for free. So you basically put Siege Gang in Commander in, and you put Goblin Pile Driver. Pile Driver isn't in these legal in these formats. But like Pile Driver it gets X+X when it's attacking for each goblin, and it normally killed the opponent on like the turn 3, I think. You got the free land modal lands. These are great. You've got Arena of Glory. That basically it enters tap, but you can basically unless you control a mountain, but you can pay red and exert it to give double red, and if it's cast on a creature spell, it's a haste, so it's a haste enabler. You've got the castles. You've got Hammer Battlements. You're not playing the other half of it to melt them, but it's basically a haste enabler. And then you've got 27 mountains. Pick your favourite mountains. I've got these Zendikar ones. Ramnut Ruins, the desert. You've got Sokazan, the Crucible, which is a channel land. So all the channel land are basically playable. If you're playing the colours, play them. Cavern of Souls, one of the best things. Field of Ruin, you can play so many colourless source. We've got the Mutavault. We've got Nick Frost. And we've got 3 Tree City, and I do believe that's everything in the deck. Alright, sorry that took a bit long. So we're now going to go into some gameplay. We're going to show you, say, 3 games or so. We'll see how they go. You see I've selected Muxus. Right, so we're going to say the games in this mode take a bit longer to queue into than regular arena games. They can take up to a minute. Well, it didn't take long, that was like 8 seconds. We're going to get someone playing Light Pools, so they're going to be an enchantment deck. So that's probably not a great matchup for us. Right, so we're looking at this opening hand. This opening hand looks fairly not great. So we're going to take... So you get a free mulligan in this, and you start on 25 life as opposed to the 20 or the 40 X you start on in Commander.
This hand it's okay. I don't know. It's not amazing, but I'll keep it. I'll see how it goes. I don't think it's going to be great. We're on the play. I wish them good luck as always. Alright. Don't get to use the full control option. I can pop, say, lightning bolt or something. Alright, so we're going. So basically the aim is to try and get to the Muxus as quickly as possible. So we're going to play the Snoop because we don't have anything else to do. I don't think this matchup is that great. Lightpaws also sees a lot of... Lightpaws sees a lot of play as well. Alright, so we try and get into... It's basically, we've got some options. We can either play the Patchwork Banner or the Chain... actually, the best bet is first to attack. Because they're not going to block with the Lightpaws. If they want to block with the Lightpaws, be my guest. I feel that's fine. I'm going to play the Patchwork Banner. It's all goblins, obviously. Yes, in theory, I could play it pre-combat, but I don't think I want to do that. Right. I don't necessarily feel we have a lot of time. So next time we know we've got the Arena of Glory on top. So we've got 5 mana next turn. We're probably going to play Roaming Throne as it's fairly safe. It's worth bearing in mind if people are used to Commander, you don't die to General. There's no Commander damage in this format. It's also played as a one-on-one game as opposed to the multiplayer. And unfortunately, there's no rank mode for this. So I was curious why he put all the glitters on this rather than the Lightpaws. I would put it on the Lightpaws myself to protect it. Oh yeah, I guess he gets the heroic trigger. Yes, so yeah, I forget he gets the heroic triggers. And if you don't... And he's left the thing available to block. So this is a free... So we're going to play Arena of Glory. I think we're just going to play Roaming Throne. I'm assuming we're getting to play Muxus. We got Gora Gora on top. Do I want to play Gora Gora or Roaming Throne? I can't play both. I feel I'm going to play Roaming Throne because it's got Ward. And I feel that guarantees us we can get to the Muxus next turn. Unless something goes wrong. I'm not attacking. I'm just going to pause. And I say, I hope people are enjoying their weekend. I'm filming on a Sunday. It's been roasting hot here in the UK. I'm in England for those that don't know me in paper. I'm literally at the moment, I'm sitting... Well, I had to close the window because it's a bit loud. I normally have the fan on in this weather. It was 30 degrees yesterday. Just going to have some Iron Brew. Those that don't know Iron Brew is a soft drink. It's a Scottish soft drink. For those that in America, let me know if you have Iron Brew in the US. I don't know if he has a way to get rid of the Roaming Throne with Ward. Yeah, so it's another flying effect. We don't have very long. The potential though is we're banking on Muxus winning us the game next turn. If they have Ethereal Armor, I'm dead. No, they've already got Ethereal Armor, so they won't have that. If we get a turn, we basically need Muxus to hit us We're going to get a lot of cards. The problem is some of the Muxus hit. That's 22 damage. If they get another enchantment, we lose this turn. Hope we don't. They're going to combat. Oh, it's double strike. Yeah, I'm just dead. I didn't remember. Wasn't sure on the arena interface about how it shows me if it shows me the power or the thing on both. No, we just lost on that turn. If we got some Muxus, we may be okay because we were going to get so many triggers. Anyway, I don't think that match is very favourable anyway. I didn't have an explosive start. Right, I'm just back on the main screen. I'm just seeing. So you see, I'm on 142 games on Brawling Mage. I'm trying to get to 150. I've only built this deck 2 days ago. But we're nearly there. I've nearly played 150 games, and I don't know what the win rate. I would guess around 80%, somewhere like that. Right, and we're also trying to do the reward track, play loads of artifacts. I should have, if you look at my avatar and the thing, you should see I should have the new one of the chocobos that's on the pass. You get the normal one to start with, and I think it's Jace's chocobo, I believe it's called. Yeah, anyway, we've been going, what is it? We've been going 3 years as the channel now, so this is my 100th video. For those who don't know, I do various MTG and video game content. I mean, so we'll be doing some MTG today. I'll be doing lots of other videos in the future. So I've got various other Magic videos planned. I normally do pack openings, physical pack openings, but unfortunately I'm not very well at the moment, so I haven't been able to get to my paper play, my commander play, and my draft. But we'll do some stuff normally to celebrate whenever a new set comes out. Alright, let's see what we play against. As you see the loading screens and that of Final Fantasy themed. I've got to Mythic and Arena twice, I think it is. I'd love it if they put actual multiplayer in the games. I don't mind playing one-on-one. I just feel there's more to it. It depends what you enjoy in the game. I mean I don't mind either way. Right, we're going against a jury deck. Okay, I think this is going to be slightly more unusual. All right, so this looks like a hand with lots of mana acceleration. We've got Gleeful Demolition and like the Legion War Boss. I'm going to keep the hand. I feel it's keepable. They're going to be like an aristocrats kind of thing, I would imagine. So we're going to play like it is. Right, so we're probably going to go Arcane Signet. Now, imagine, yeah, I'm going to look at this. When you sack a permanent, put a counter on it. When it dies, it deals X damage to any target. Yeah, okay. Right, so we've got a thing. So the Nick Force obviously is good for us. So we're going to play Arcane Signet. And pulse, basically. We've got the Gleeful Demolition. If we need it, if they make a mana rock, we may be doing that to slow them down. They're probably going to play the commander. They want to find a way to be able to sack the freebooter. Alright, so they're making a bunch of treasure generators, which are like perfectly solid. They're all pirates as well. I have pirates in the deck. I have like 2. I have the Thing and Ragavan. You don't need any other pirates really. Alright, so we're just going to play the things. We're going to play the Nick Force. We're going to play the Ruby Medallion off the Nick Force. Now do we have enough to play the War Boss? Yes, we can play the War Boss as well. As you see, the Goblin has to attack. Oh, actually, I can play it in the... No, yeah, there is another way. I mean, I didn't set up the stops, but you can play it in your second main phase instead, and that means we wouldn't have to attack, but, like, I'm going to play it. Right, so we're trying to get to Muxus. So Muxus costs 5, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. We play a land before. Yeah, that's okay. We can play Muxus next turn. I think we can... Oh, we've got Chrome Mox as well, so I'm actually going to block the treasure as well, probably to... We're just winning this turn. They've got haste, right? Yeah, so we just played Chrome Mox. A decline. Oh, did I do that wrong? I didn't I? I meant to imprint the... I want to do the demolition. It doesn't actually matter. I feel we're winning this turn. There you go. No, what I wanted to do is... I wanted to blow up my own mocks to make 3 more hasty goblins, but that wasn't to be because I did that wrong. I also could have played the thing in my post-combat phase to get another try. Alright, we'll play at least another game or 2.
Yeah, so what am I going to do next for my arena video? I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to try and build a new deck. It's just trying to get the wild cards, basically. I did one about my my historic elf deck, for instance. I wouldn't mind building an elf deck for Brawl. But I'll definitely do some more Brawl videos anyway. And only in addition to my other content as well. Do people think you should be able to play a Planeswalker effectively as a commander? Although they're changing the rules for Commander when the next set, Edge of Eternities come out, I believe that's what it is, which is going to be like a sci-fi thing. So you say they're going to enable you to play the legendary vehicles as your Commander, which is quite a change. Although you have been able to play Planeswalkers as a Commander, because there are only certain ones which you can. These are just going to be all the legendary vehicles are going to be able to be played as your Commander. Anyway, I'm quite enjoying Brawl at the moment. It's like a new format to me. Formats are basically good, but like it keeps changing and evolving. Like some of the things feel like they're a bit static. Right, as you see, the queue's about a minute. I leave them in video time. So I've played against the Beetle deck once. That's just lots of mana rocks. Basically, I feel it's fine. I'll just keep it. I mean, you can. I'm trying to do the achievement, which is play X. Basically, so I. Give her runes. It's a bit like a mother of runes, but yeah, Soul Warden and stuff. The Soul Warden's not great for us, but we can just win in one go. Yeah, basic taps to give another creature, target creature you control protection. We've got the Mana Vault, the Mutavault, but we probably don't need it at the moment. So we're just going to play some Mana Rocks. I do like Absan effectively, the colour. We can play Legion Loyalist now. But like, I'm not doing it on another turn. I'm probably not attacking with it. I'll just play it now. Oh yeah, we're giving them life for it. Okay, that's not a problem then. It is building up the devotion, so next turn we're probably going to play Patchwork Banner. I don't feel this matchup. I've beat this deck before, but like this basically just looks like this is very similar to what the white-based deck in Historic will be doing. It's basically all these cards are in play, and this might be just an addition. Alright, so we basically have to think. So we've got 3 mana, so we can get 4 mana. So we're just going to play Patchwork Banner. Goblin. We can't attack because they give this protection. But 3, 4, 5. We're getting to Muxus like next turn. Oh, my TCGP pack time has just gone off. Don't worry, I won't open it. I might do a video on TCGP. It's basically it's a Pokemon game for mobile. It's basically like a simplification of the normal game, if people play that. Yeah, so they've got the Kadam of the West tree, so they're going to basically work, because this counts as modified because it's got counters on it. So they're basically ramps them. Right, so we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to cast Muxus. We're going to play the Nyxos. Right, and hopefully this gets us somewhere. I don't know if we're dying next turn anyway. They're going to get in trap off the deck. Yeah, as you see. Right, so let's look at the boards. They can give one of their creatures protection. I'm pretty sure I'm best attacking. They'll give something protection. But like, am I dying on the crackback? I don't think so. So let's attack. The good news is Muxus now has trample, so he'll go over something. Right, let's see how we go. So if the Goblin Chieftain sticks around, we have Siege Gang next turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's how...
How does this work? Sorry, I'm not fair with the thing. Do I have to assign all my damage? Oh yeah, you assign it and it goes over, what? Okay, I might have not done that correctly. Right, so we're on 21. So we can next time we're looking at, we can play Siege Gang or Passionate. Hardened Bombs, what does this do? Is this like a Hardened Scales effect? Yeah, this is like a Hardened Scale effect, right? Am I dying this turn? So they now got the another creature, the Soul Sister effect. I think we can play Passionate and Siege Gang. Alright, so this taps for 7, right? Seven, so 8, 9. We can get 11, right? So we go. I think I might be dead next turn if not, so I have to work this turn out. Can I get through it? I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. So we go. We've got 4 in pool, so we go 5, 6. We can get 8. So we go. Yeah, because I'm now up. Right, so now what I want to do is go to combat. I think I could play is Pashlik. I don't know if I'm winning this or not. I'm going to go combat and find out. Club attackers, see what happens. I'm either winning this turn or not. Anyway, hopefully people are enjoying their days. Let me know what your favourite tribal kind of decks are, or what you think of Brawl as a format. Oh, it's worth bearing in mind there are 2 variants for Brawl. There's what's called Historic Brawl, which is what I'm playing today, where basically all the cards are legal. And then there's what's called Standard Brawl, which basically means you're... Yeah. Which means only cards from Standard are legal. Yeah, I got it. Right, should we play one more? Yeah, go on, we'll go on. I'm feeling good. Sorry about if it's a bit long. We'll say we go the bit at the beginning is the thing that takes the time. The games themselves are quite quick. Right, we'll play one more. I can't remember what I've shown you 3. I'm on game 4. We'll try and get another game. Anyway, we've played so far. We've played against a unique set of opponents, decks, and stuff. Alright, we're playing against Winota, so this is probably going to be quite good. That hand isn't very good. That's 3 Mulligan for sure. I've got 1 mana rock. But the thing, Lackey Chieftain thing is normally relatively good. I'm probably going to keep it. Maybe regret it, but there we go. 336 is quite good. Volley Veteran's good for taking out, like, say, an early Winota. Winota costs 4 in this. Yeah, we're getting there. So we just go to attack with the thing. We play what? The Goblin. We can get rid of... So Skrelv is basically like the thing we just saw in the last game, other than it's the toxic version of that card. It's good for protecting it. So we can go either, we go Goblin. Now we can go. I'm thinking with whether I want to play the Volley Veteran and kill the Skrelv. And like, I feel I'm better doing that. Or I could play the Fable. The Fable will give me the thing next turn. I don't know what the correct thing. I'm worried about the Winota. I'm just gonna play the. I'm gonna play the Fable. It gets me to Muxus quicker. Now I can attack, but like they're gonna give their guy prot red, so there's no reason to attack. It's worth bearing in mind the lackey has this ability for 2 already. You sack him to draw a card and create a treasure token. So they can cast Winota now. Now he's going to get the Winota trigger, so he doesn't have a thing. So now I'm going to block with the first striker. I don't think that didn't thing. Right, so now I can discard. So I'm going to discard the Mura thing. I want to keep the Volley Veteran to kill Winota. I don't. I'll keep the road. I'll keep it. So there you go. I got the 1 land. That's not bad. Now we're going to kill Winota because he can't now get his protection. So we're going to shoot Winota. Then we're going to go to combat. So we're going to attack with this. I mean, we can attack with the lackey as well. We can leave that back. Yeah, that's cool. So now we're going up to. We've got 6 mana for next turn, so we can cast Muxus. Now we can either play Roaming Throne and then Muxus and get more value, and that uses up a board wipe if they have them, because they have to blow their board. Alright, so now we're looking down. What's this? It's not one I've seen. It's First Strike and Lightning. Right, I haven't seen this one. It's at the beginning of the second main phase, you gain life, seek a card with highest. It basically draws your highest casting cost. Alright, so we're going to play. I'm going to play Roaming Throne. Why has it gone to white? I might have defaulted to that correctly, so I can play. Now we go to combat. I was just wondering if I had evasion. Now there's no reason to. We can just do it. As you see, we can reflections. Yep, so they're going down the card drawing route. We're going to try and get value off Muxus next turn. Sure. I think we can just get. They're going to draw a lot of cards. I feel we can get value off it now. And we just go to next turn. Right, we're going to try and get value. Goblin? Because I see I have a haste enabler here, so that's probably just a good game. We play this. You see, we've got a haste enabler now, so we play the haste enabler. Auto pay. Now, as you see, so we activate them off. Activate Krenko, and we just go all in. They can gain 5 life to 25. They have to chump Krenko, and the rest are going to be not. Yeah, so they're going to gain 5, go to 20, and then going to take. There's 10 2-2s, and the rest are X. There's not much, and that should be it. And there'll be some passionate triggers if things are dying. And as you say, the Raptor triggers isn't going to matter. The life doesn't matter. Alright, as you say, we went 3-1. I think we're going to leave it there. Alright, I say hopefully you enjoyed it, and so I'll keep doing these arena videos for sure, and I hopefully will be doing some more in-paper videos soon again. I aim to be, so I do, for arena, I do these various videos featuring my decks, which I just said was, I'm going to have to build a new deck, probably do elves, and so I do paper videos, so by showing my commander decks, which I do a whole series. I've got 42 decks. I've been playing I've been playing commander since around 2010.
Right, so I've got that series where I'm going to probably feature my ally tribal deck this month. The last one I did was was Iola the Bears, which was pretty popular. That got 300 views or something, 350 views, somewhere around that. And when you say I'll be doing some more other content, so you see all my videos will be linked in the playlist below. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As I say, this is my 100th video. I've been going for 3 years now. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.